Good morning and welcome to this week's blog update. This week I'm actually going to throw a bit of a spanner in the works and I will provide an update on how the launch prep is going. But first, I want to take a moment and kind of do a bit of honoring of what ultimately brought me to this place and this time and this project, which was, of course, writing songs, being creative, being inspired by music and words and how they can be integrated synergistically to create something really beautiful. And in amongst all of this launch prep for the EP next month, I've had the immense fortune to get inspired again by a new song idea prospect. And that came about actually because I last month joined a Australian songwriters group that have been running a number of really helpful and interesting online workshops. And a couple of weeks ago, I attended one that was basically to, I guess, to provide a condensed version. The premise is to give songwriters an opportunity to devise a set of lyrics to a pre-prepared instrumental piece. And right away, excuse me, as soon as I heard the instrumental piece itself, the arrangement without any lyrics whatsoever, I just fell in love with it. I was like, I could listen to this on repeat for like an hour, which I actually did during the workshop. So part of the workshop was to, for the latter portion, just listen to the piece and play around with it and write some lyrics to it, which I have been doing very slowly since that workshop. I actually put it to the side as I focused on EP things, but then earlier this week, the person who ran the workshop actually got in touch to do a bit of a status check, which I understand they do for everyone who attends a workshop. And it reminded me, oh yeah, I've got that concept in the works that I haven't really touched since the workshop. And since then, I've been listening to that instrumental track again and playing around with more of the lyrics. And so anyway, as part of my response to that person, I just sent him where I was at the time, and I haven't actually updated the lyrics since then, although in my head there have been some other ideas percolating. But anyway, enough rambling, Jen. What I'd like to do now is provide a status update here in today's vlog about where that song is sitting. And it's an EDM piece, so electronic dance music, instrumental obviously at the moment. And just again, I've been happily listening to it again and again because it's such a beautiful arrangement. And my working title for what I've come up with as lyrics is called Life-Soaked Reveal. The first few lines are sort of introductory spoken word, and then it'll go into the actual sung lyrics, but I'll just recite it all as kind of a poem, I suppose, here, because, you know, the music and... Anyway, get on with it, Jen. Here's Life-Soaked Reveal so far. Are you here? Where else would I be? But are you here? Salt encrusts my eyes, looking up into the bright, so bright, the bright pulls tears afresh and rolls them down my cheeks. Adrift here at the interface of sparkling air and where I'll dive today. Breathing in, I turn toward the waves that roll for me. Plunging in, my tears go home again. Diving down into a cold that warms around my touch, I offer it what gifts I have to be revealed. I offer you my gifts to be revealed. Floating at this interface where sea bears up and sky shines down, I am a bridge, allowing them to speak. So that is where I'm at with the lyrics to a song called Life-Soaked Reveal, which, as I mentioned, will be a lovely electronic ditty of some persuasion at some future time. But yeah, I think it was important to bring that up today and remind myself why I'm embarking on this journey, this EP launch, and do a bit of homage to the creative process, and that it never stops. It's always there, just simmering on the back burner sometimes. But yeah, I'm looking forward to being able to really plunge into that song again once I get a bit more leeway in my schedule. So, that said, the schedule and how the launch is progressing, what I'm actually going to do is provide a bit of a visual, I think. We'll see how my video editing skills have evolved, and I'm going to try to put a little image of my one-page strategy document that I've been working towards over the past several months. And I waved it around in my first update of January, and it was this sort of sheet in black and white ink that couldn't really be seen. So what I'm going to do now, hopefully, is show you that same sheet, how it's evolved, and current progress to date, and where I'm going to go next. So here it is, hopefully. So this is my EP launch strategy status tracker, basically, which I, as mentioned, flapped around in my first update in January, I believe, and it provides a broad overview of my launch activities, timelines, milestones, and workflows. So the timescale here, being the different columns, is fortnightly, spanning late December 2021 through early April 2022, i.e. the build-up and wind-down for a release date of 18th of March. So I've broken it up into a number of task types, as you'll see there, the kind of color-coded sections. And within those task types are obviously the sort of workflow activities that go along with that. And I've made some pretty good progress. Everything is more or less on track. So I'm actually quite pleasantly surprised by that. I have made some adjustments since I first put this together back in December, obviously, as one would. It's evolved quite a lot, but the overall essence and feel and progress that it has been able to drive has stayed fairly consistent. So really encouraging that it's progressing so well. And yeah, I'm in, the home stretch, as you can see, and I'm it's already almost feeling like a wind down, because the bulk of the work, the vast majority of the work, has been sorted. Everything's been set and scheduled. I've reached out or started reaching out to people, and that's, I think, going to be where the remainder of most of the work is sitting, is just me continuing with outreach, both in the lead up and follow up of the launch. So that's where I'm at, and hopefully this is a bit more illustrative of the stuff I've been rambling about over the last several vlog updates. And so that is where I'm at the moment in terms of strategy. The coming week is going to be a lot more outreach, and then launching the Savoring Today CGI lyric video, which is going to be fun. I had, as I said, so much fun with that one, and I hope you enjoy. See you next time.